Hello and welcome to a very wet and windy Silverstone, where today we shall be racing in the Formula Renault 3.5 car against 19 others in a 20 car grid, and we're going to be racing for 8 laps starting from P17. Engage first gear. There is that green light. Try and minimise that wheel spin on the launch off the line. Wasn't a too bad start, but the AI are quite cautious coming through the first few turns, so we shall not abuse their hesitancy here, and instead just follow them through. We'll pick up the odd position here or there though, just as the AI kind of navigate their way around and kind of semi-trip over each other. I'm not going to dive up the inside of him though, because he's just going to slam the door shut on me. Oh, that was very close there to the back of that car in front. Got a slightly better run though off the corner onto the Wellington straight. Into Brooklands corner, there's usually a puddle on the inside here, so we need to be careful of that. There is a puddle there. I was very much forced into that though by the car that's there on my right hand side. There he is. Oh, that car's off wide. Oh, that's puddles there. That's down the inside of him. We're P15. P15, that's poor run through cops, as I didn't have much aerodynamic grip. There's a car on my right here somewhere, so we come into Maggots and Beckett's. There he is, giving me a squeeze. Oh, we made contact with that car in front. That's allowed me to retain the position though. Back into P15 we go. But yeah, using the TrackIR 5 allowed me to double check the mirrors, check my surroundings, look around the cockpit of the car, and obviously this being an open wheeler, there is very, very good visibility out the front and around the sides. Oh, there's a puddle there on the outside. Be careful of that. Just trying to find out where the puddles are on this first lap, get an idea of what places I need to avoid in order to avoid aquaplaning in those puddles. So that one survived, just about managing to hold and keep the car on the circuit for turn 1. Yeah, the AI are set to 110% by the way in their strength setting, 85 in their aggression, so they will be quick, especially through the high speed corners. That's where they tend to be a little bit faster than me, but there's other places around the track where I'm a little bit faster than them. This guy's having a little bit of a look to the inside of the other guy in front of him. Either that or he's just trying to get out the spray. Let's see if we can slot it up the inside here into Luffield. That's the position gained. Careful of those puddles though, as they will increase in size as we progress through the laps of this race. Much better run this time through Cups corner. Very much caught up in the dirty air of the cars in front last time round. Just gave me a bucket load of understeer. Not the best line through Maggots and Beckett's. Wasn't as neat and tidy as I would have liked. Yeah, with the no driver aids, no stability control, traction control or ABS, very much needing to be smooth and cautious with the pedals. And also the steering as well. Minimise any potential wheel spin or avoid locking up the tyres under braking. This car, 2 cars in front, bounces over the curb on the inside. Now I can get full throttle. So yeah, this car is absolutely fantastic to drive. That's going to be me a little bit wide. Again, just about managing to keep it on the circuit though. This car's a lot of fun to drive, especially in these conditions as well. The rain being a real dynamic challenge in Project Cars 2 with the weather and live track systems. Obviously with the live track seeding, where you get different amounts of saturation and water levels. It seemed like he was just giving me that position. Yeah, the live track seeding, which is the starting conditions, you get different saturation levels, which is the amount of water that the track is holding and the amount of water that is soaked up, and then the track wetness levels, which is the amount of standing water sat on the surface of the track. That being different each time makes for a real interesting challenge. And then on top of that, we have more dynamic systems going on with the rain clouds. You get 3 of them that move over the circuit in various different directions, increasing and decreasing in size. They're influenced a little bit by wind speed and wind direction. They will deposit rain and drop water onto the circuit and the track environment that are below the positions of those rain clouds that dynamically move around the environment, and obviously make those areas underneath it wetter. And in some cases you'll have them overlap as well, so they'll get even more rainfall and they'll get wetter quicker because of that. And then there'll be other parts of the track which won't be covered by a rain cloud, where there'll be no rainfall and the track will therefore be drier than the areas underneath. So on very big circuits like Le Mans and the Nordschleife, you'll have areas of the circuit where you get very much heavily localized weather. You'll have a dry part of the track. Fighting for grip here a little bit. You have dry parts of the track and you'll have wetter parts of the track. There's P12 now gained and consolidated. Yeah, you'll just have wetter parts of the track than others, which makes for a very, very interesting and dynamic challenge in Project Cars 2. Each time that you drive in wet or changeable conditions, or any kind of conditions for that matter, things will be a little bit different each time. It's not something you see in most other games. It's for a hell of a lot of fun here in Project Cars 2 once you understand the system and you kind of account for it. If you're expecting the same conditions each time, then unfortunately you're not going to get those. You have different grip levels, and obviously racing in conditions with other cars on the circuit as well. You're going to have a lot of dirty around as well, which is going to take away from your aerodynamic performance. But enough of the live track waffle. Let's get back to the racing action. Look into the outside here of this car, and because I squeezed him slightly on the apex, that did manage to gain that position. There seems to be a little bit of a cork in a bottle here with these cars in the train. They seem to be slowing up a little bit more than they need to in some places. Getting very, very close to the back of my teammate. On the approach to turn 1, there is the brake locking. I go around the outside of him here on the exit. It's not really working for me though. Oh, that was very, very quick closing speeds. I was having a quick glance in the mirror and I didn't quite read that, but that's us up into the next position. Now up into the top 10, starting from 17th. Can definitely feel the grip levels starting to drop though as we go through quite a big puddle there and get a little bit of a twitch. Car aquaplaning slightly. They're okay though, we're pressing on. The AI are a little bit quicker through the high speed corners than myself, but yeah, make up the time elsewhere. So we're pretty balanced over the course of a lap, providing that I can actually get my line right through Maggots and Beckett's. That will definitely help. There you can see 3.1 seconds slower than the fastest lap that I've done so far in the race. That continuous rainfall with the standard rain conditions that I have here. The track is just getting wetter and wetter. Grip levels are dropping, the size of the puddles around the circuit are increasing in size as well. It's going to have an effect on the car as one of the AIs cut across the inside of the circuit there and slammed on the anchors. That's closed me right up onto the back of P9. Go to the inside for turn 1. Oh god. Ended up going a little bit deep though. Wasn't quite able to get the position done. Bit too much wheel spin there on the exit. Bit too much throttle. And it looks like the Wellington straight here is starting to get a little bit wetter as well. It's going to make the car skirt and skip and dash around a little bit more. Slight lift there coming through the puddle. Going through woodcut. With the puddles you do want to be generally trying to get the car as straight as possible through them. Try and take the shortest route through the puddle and through the shallowest part of the puddle as well, if you can identify it. And sometimes, or should I say in some cases, you may need to reduce your speed as well, especially if the puddle is very deep. You may need to either reduce your speed beforehand or lift off as you're going through it. As long as you don't make any sudden or jerky movements, generally you should be okay. Although you may need to be prepared to catch a slide if the car does step out on you. And also increasing the ride height as well generally tends to help with reducing the aquaplaning. Sometimes having a car really low down to the ground will cause the underside of the floor to sit on that water and lift the wheels off the ground. Whereas if you have that little bit more clearance, you've got a little bit more leeway and allow the tyres to actually cut through the water a little bit more before the floor actually makes contact with the surface of the puddle. Let's dive down the inside here. Get ourselves up into P9. Ultra careful though on the accelerator coming off the corner, so not induce any wheel spin. The car's starting to move around a little bit coming down the Wellington straight. Let's see if this slightly wider outside line works. Not really. There's that twitch again. Decent run there through cops. Oh, that's a spin up, that's a freebie. That's now P8. Which is good. Oh, that's the grass. Caught that just a little bit. Made me run a little bit deep. Surviving though, holding on. Final lap, let's see if we can get one more position. Oh no, bounced over the curb, that's not good. Let's see if we can hold on, maintain our position. It should be a position where I can rejoin the track. I'm just going to do it here. Oh. Car very loose though. Yeah, that's a position lost. Too much wheel spin. It's dropped me a few car lengths back. That's not good. Now the car's starting to move around and dance down the straight a little bit with the puddles. I've been a bit more bold and a bit more... Oh, that's the puddle. Ambitious than the AI going down that straight. we kind of forcibly managed to move ourselves back up into P8. Sure, shift our way up through. Watch for that puddle. We have lost touch of the guys in front though. Used clear air though to our advantage. Got that airflow over the wings, over the aerodynamic pieces of the car, so we can push that a little bit harder. Wasn't quite so neat and tidy as I was hoping coming out the exit of Beckett's, but it was alright. We're not going to be anywhere near close enough to have a lunge coming into the braking zone here. Squeeze the throttle. It's now come across the line. And there you have it. P8. Not too bad. That was a good fun race. Thoroughly enjoyed that challenge. Really enjoyed driving the car in these conditions as well. Fantastic cars, the Formula Renault 3.5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you've got any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and obviously you will not miss out on any future Project Cars 2 content. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully I shall see you again soon. But in the meantime, have fun, stay safe, and take care.